Don't they use the word quivering quite a bit in romance novels? No, is that just
not
that's
anymore.
a misnomer?
That was like 40 years ago.
Titillating,
Titillating.
No, they really not a lot of
engorged.
Oh, I'll give you engorged. Yeah. That one, yeah.
It's like, oh, that's why my grandma always would play that word in Scrabble.
Yeah, exactly.
Grandma.
She's like, got it again. Game over.
Yeah, exactly. Triple word score.
Welcome to the Love, Hate, Laugh Show. Welcome to the Love, Hate, Laugh Show Holiday Edition. Yay!
Yay.
We're super excited. You can see from our studio, we've done some fun decorations. I'm producer Paul.
I'm Bjorn RG.
I'm Eliza Butler, and this is Hatfield.
Ooh, Hatfield wearing some special Christmas edition.
Bearskin underwear
Bearskin
available now.
underwear.
Bearskin.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We've been holding hands.
Yep.
Hatfield will occasionally grope Eliza every now and then.
Yeah, it's part of the cost of doing business.
Yeah, I mean, you do what you got to do.
It was the only way we could get him here.
So Christmas, we've got some fun stuff to talk about. Who brought the LOVE today?
I did.
Okay.
I brought the love. I really love Hallmark Christmas movies.
Ooh.
Hallmark starts playing them I think midnight on November 1st.
Ooh.
And it's just like 24 hours of Christmas movies until Three Kings Day in January or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Like,
is that an actual day?
yeah, like it used to be like people would celebrate Christmas and the first day of Christmas was Christmas Day and then there was 12 more days. And I don't know if it's Three Kings Day, but it's like it goes till January.
Oh, I thought the 12 days of
King,
Christmas were like leading up to Christmas.
No, I think that's how we use it now, but like originally the first day of Christmas was Christmas Day. But
Wow.
consumerism.
Yeah. Let's move that around.
But I love the movies. They all have very similar plots. I think now it used to be all just like there was like a male and a female lead, but now I think they have like gay ones and lesbian ones.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why Candace Bergman, what's her name, decided to stop
DJ
doing them.
Tanner.
DJ
yeah,
Tanner.
she like took her ball and went home, and that's fine.
Yeah.
She's
I don't know who that is.
DJ Tanner from Full House.
Oh, I thought it was like a DJ. Sorry.
No,
That's fine.
Candace.
I got it.
Candace
got it now.
Cameron.
I was like, wait, like
Sister of Kirk Cameron,
Yes. Okay.
famously Christian. Anyway, but it's a story of two people who fall in love at Christmas time, or sometimes it's at Hanukkah time. Like it's very inclusive. And they have new ones every year, but they also play ones for like the last 20 years. And it's like, you know what's going to happen. There's going to be like mild conflict. There is going to be a scene probably like a lot of times they're in small towns. So a scene where they're in the small town Christmas festival. And at the end they're in love and you always know what's going to happen. And I love that.
it's
I
like
think that's
the
great.
big city girl with the city job and
going back home for the weekend or for a little while to like save her grandma's Christmas tree farm or whatever. And then she meets her high school sweetheart and gives it all up, for Christmas love. And they're just like a chill, low key. You don't have to like pay too much attention. What is happening here?
Just ignore it.
Yeah, just ignore it.
I was looking at a nice fireplace. And no. Anyway.
Yeah, it's always that here's what's interesting. I don't think I've ever watched one,
No?
but I know this plot.
Yeah. I mean,
How
it's
is
not
that possible?
I mean, I think it's just like it's the same plot as like a romance novel, right? Where like two
Right.
people like who have these differences overcome their differences and fall in love. Like I think it's just like a classic story.
I guess I've seen like the kids version where there's kids involved in that.
Yeah. Or yeah, sometimes like, the high school sweetheart, his wife has died, he's got a little kid and the little kid loves the new, you know what I mean? But it's just kind of like it doesn't ask a lot of you. It's really nice. You know what you're going to get. It's perfect.
What's your favorite?
I knew you were going to ask that. I don't have a favorite because they're all kind of the same.
The same.
Yeah, I think
They're just so interchangeable.
I think Netflix did some that were like
It's kind
a
of like
princess or something.
It's kind of like how in the morning when I just want to listen to jazz, I just say Siri or whatever.
Exactly.
Play jazz.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Hallmark play Christmas movies.
Play Christmas.
And it's like you can start in the middle and it's like the whole day can slip away with like new ones starting every 2 hours. So there's like no need to have a favorite. You know what I mean?
You can kind of just watch any. Is there any other genre of like that?
What do you mean? Like
where you can do that, like
where you don't really
Christmas
need
movies.
Yeah,
they're all kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the plot of like Santa Claus and stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Christmas movies are like, because you want like a feel good thing, right? Like you've been fighting with your family for like 4 hours, and you're like, fine, let's watch Home Alone or whatever.
Yeah,
which is a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, there's the people that are like, oh, is it or like Die Hard? Is that a Christmas movie?
Oh right, yeah.
There's like that whole thing.
Yes.
Is it a Christmas movie to you?
Sure. Like I don't care.
When people are like favorite Christmas movie and people go Die Hard, like,
yeah.
Ooh,
When I hear someone say that, I'm like, you don't have to be special. Like you're special just from being a human. You don't have to like.
Boy.
Yeah, you're very special. I'm happy for you. Because I think it's like a meme answer at this point.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Because that was when we were driving on a year ago, almost exactly.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
We were driving through Montana, and Paul was describing this town. Actually, we were driving through Idaho. It's this town in Idaho.
Is it? No, I thought it was in Montana.
No, it's right by the border.
Oh, okay.
And it's this small town. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like cute. And Paul was like trying to describe it to us, and then he just described it as like it's the scene of one of these movies. And then we spent like probably hours
like over several days over this whole tour that we did through Montana, just like
working
to it.
on a script.
Yeah, just basically coming up with a whole plot treatment for our version of a Hallmark Christmas movie, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was
pretty good.
The dog's name and the main the guy's name kept flipping. I remember that. I'm like, which one's the dog? Which one's it was pretty interesting.
It was Rex.
Rex.
Yeah.
Rex the dog or Rex the guy?
It was the Rex the guy.
It was Rex the guy, which is understandable.
With his dog Hubert. I don't
know. He had a dog name, and the dog had a human name.
Yeah.
I love that flip.
So we're gonna have a little fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually, while we were talking, this is how easy these are to write. By the way, we put together, or I should say, AI put together a fun mini script. So we're just gonna read it. So we have the main character is Christine, and man, and barista, and this may not work, and innkeeper. So we're just gonna
why don't we do this? I will read the stage directions. One of you is Christine and the other is everybody else.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so fade in. Interior Snow Valley Inn, day. Christine, who's in her 30s, walks into the cozy inn and is greeted by a warm and friendly innkeeper in his 40s.
Welcome to the Snow Jam Inn.
Oh, thank you. It's so beautiful here.
I'm glad you like it. It's the perfect place to spend the holidays.
Christine checks in and gets her room key. She takes a moment to admire the festive decorations in the lobby before heading up to her room. Interior, Christine's room, day. Christine drops her bags on the bed and looks out the window. She can see snow-capped mountains and a charming little town square below. See the town square? It's always there.
This is going to be the perfect Christmas.
Christine unpacks her bags and then heads downstairs to explore the town. Exterior, Snow Valley Town Square, day. Christine walks through the town square admiring the Christmas lights and decorations. She stops at a vendor to buy a cup of hot chocolate.
This is delicious.
I'm glad you like it. We have the best hot chocolate in town.
Christine finishes her hot chocolate and then continues on her way. She sees a group of children ice skating in the middle of the square. She smiles and watches for a while, remembering her own childhood Christmases. Interior, coffee shop, day. Christine is sitting in a coffee shop, drinking a cup of coffee and reading a book. She looks up as a man enters a coffee shop. He's tall and handsome with dark hair and blue eyes.
Can I get a latte, please?
Sure thing. The man then pays for his coffee and then sits down at a table next to Christine.
Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake. I'm Christine.
Nice to meet you, Christine.
They chat for a while, and Christine learns that Jake is a local businessman who is also visiting Snow Valley for the holidays. Exterior, Snow Valley Town Square, night. Christine and Jake are walking through the town square hand in hand. Well, shit, they move fast. They stop to watch the Christmas tree lighting ceremony.
This is so beautiful.
It is. I'm so glad I came to Snow Valley.
Me too.
They kiss under the Christmas Jesus! Interior, Snow Valley Inn, Christmas morning. Christine wakes up on Christmas morning. Where's Jake? And looks out the window. The snow is falling gently and the town square below is bustling with activity. Christine gets dressed and then heads downstairs for breakfast. She finds Jake sitting at a table in the dining room.
Good morning.
Good morning.
They eat breakfast together and then head out for a walk in the snow. Exterior Snow Valley Town Square Christmas morning. Christine and Jake walk through the town square hand in hand. God damn.
She's now 9 months pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. They stop to admire the snowmen and snow angels that the children have built.
This is like the perfect Christmas.
It is.
They kiss under the Christmas tree again. Fade out. Epilogue. Christine and Jake stayed in touch after their Christmas in Snow Valley. They fell in love and eventually got married. They now live in Snow Valley and have a family of their own. They spend every Christmas in Snow... Well, they live there.
A family of angels.
Surrounded by the people they love. Bard may display inaccurate or offensive information that doesn't represent their views. And that is
Bard
basically...
privacy notice.
Yay! We did it. That is basically every Hallmark Christmas movie. I mean, there is usually a little bit more. There wasn't really much conflict in this one. Usually it's like he's a businessman who's trying to like close her grandma's ornament shop or whatever.
There's like some...
But I do remember this is how it started, and we kept adding the conflict.
Yes.
But she has to go back. She's from New York, and she's trying.
Right.
She's
got her man back there, and he suddenly shows up, and
Ugh.
I mean, it's just very like low stakes, just like good vibes.
Yeah.
I adore holiday movies. I'm
Yeah.
right there with you. I think they're just you know how it's gonna end.
Yes.
So it's nice, it's comfortable, everybody's happy. Even like the villain of it oftentimes meets their match
Yes.
and like ends up
Yeah.
happy too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, and like a lot of things in the world are bad right now. So it's nice to have something where you're like, I'm not going to feel bad at the end of this. Like the dog never dies. You know what I mean?
So I do want to bring up something very
it's like
scandalous.
The comfort food of,
It
yeah,
is.
scandalous.
Very scandalous. Do you guys remember back in the mid-aughts, there was a scandalous relationship that happened during the filming of one of these?
No.
Remember Leanne Rimes?
Oh, that was during one of these movies?
They were filming a Hallmark movie, and then
Eddie Cyprian.
Eddie Cyprian. So
Why do I know that?
Leanne-
I don't know math, but I remember
Right.
that.
What happened?
Like they were both married to other people, and then they had an affair. Also, and
Ooh.
his wife looked exactly like her,
Yeah.
like almost like a clone.
So he has a type.
So it was,
Yeah.
it was called Northern Lights.
Oh yeah, and they all
Ooh.
have these like punny names.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then they got together. I didn't realize it was during one of these movies, but then
Yeah.
they got together and have been together ever since. But it was very scandalous.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So-
So they should make that movie.
Yeah.
Real life trauma.
The movie
They,
of
the movie of this.
yeah,
is
but
what
the
I
thing
wanna
is, oh, go ahead.
where they go to the small town to film the Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
And then they come from the city and then they fall in love with that town and
Right.
move there.
Oh my
Totally.
How is
God.
that not one
I
of
thought you were gonna say. I was like, these movies would never have an affair. So that's what.
Oh,
like,
they wouldn't have the affair
No.
portion of it. It would be like two single people just making a movie.
Exactly.
Falling
And there
in
actually
love.
is a romance novel with that plot of two single people making a movie
And falling in love.
and falling in love.
That's
Yeah.
boring though. Like let's add some spice. I want a little
The
spice on it.
spice in
I want there to
romance
be a
novels.
child that keeps
But
coming
the
up.
twist is she's dead. You know. It's
yeah, yeah.
The spice in romance
Or-
novels, not in these movies, but the spice in romance novels is just like
Or
a
they
lot of
get-
sex.
Yeah.
Or they get pregnant and their infidelity is
Like
out
don't
in
they
the open.
don't they use the word quivering quite a bit in romance novels? No, is that
no,
just
not
that's
anymore.
a misnomer?
That was like 40 years ago.
Titillating,
Titillating.
No, they really not a lot of.
engorged.
Oh, I'll give you engorged. yeah, that one. Yeah,
It's like, oh, that's why my grandma always would play that word in Scrabble.
yeah, exactly.
Grandma.
She's like, got it again. Game over.
Yeah, exactly. Triple
Engorged.
word score.
Triple word score.
Like fuck. Take away her books again. Can't keep losing like this. I put titillating, it didn't count.
Oh man, I love it.
I don't know. I don't know if I can go for it. I'm not a fan.
That's okay.
But
Let's watch some.
I
You're just
understand.
wrong.
I do understand that.
Okay to
There's
be wrong.
every once in a while, I do find myself just being like, I'll start watching something, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, oh man, this is not what I needed to do before going to bed.
Yeah.
Like maybe I should watch stuff like this because I watch
Yeah.
weird crap. Like I just watched The Interview with a Vampire, the TV series.
Oh, uh-huh.
So good. But it is just watching a toxic relationship unfold, and then
Yeah.
it's like, all right, go to bed, Bjorn, and like
No.
expect to have normal dreams.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. It's just like you got Lestat like on your neck.
Yeah, I was like, what? He has to kill him to get out of this toxic relationship? That's all it is, right? It's,
Right.
It's
Yeah.
a toxic relationship.
Totally. Yeah.
P.S. This is actually a great podcast idea. Like the Hallmark. Anyway,
Sure.
Movie.
Just-
yeah.
Uh,
So
yeah, we just watch one. And
nobody take it.
Yeah, no. We are that's mine.
We're cutting
Actually,
that. That's
you know
ours.
what? Have fun
Yeah.
decorating your studio.
Yeah, and recording and editing.
And getting your own Hatfield.
Or you know what? Let's talk about this.
Gropey hat.
I bet you they're hard to find when not in season.
That's probably true.
Because-
well, but
No,
like
there's a Hallmark
Netflix-
channel. There's
Well,
a
yeah,
Hallmark
but
Yeah.
Hallmark Channel
But they're
doesn't.
not
They're not
gonna-
playing them out of season.
No.
But Netflix has their own version. I think there's like 3 about like a princess for Christmas or something like that. Lifetime does them, I think, but sometimes in the Lifetime ones, it's like a little murdery.
I know.
Mm.
They're like,
You know?
There's got to
Merry
be a
Christmas.
little bit of kidnapping.
Merry
in that.
Christmas,
Just a
you're
little-
kidnapped.
Yeah,
She's kidnapped
exactly.
and brought
For
to
the-
a small town, and then she falls in love with
so-
her captor.
so-
for the true crime fan at Christmas.
There's one thing that's pretty interesting that we've kind of glazed over.
Yeah.
What?
Hallmark is a drugstore, right? Or is it
No, it's a greeting
a
card.
greeting
Greeting
card
card.
company?
Mhm.
It
And
was
they
a
got into the
drugstore.
movies.
Yeah.
So
I
how
think
did
it's like
that-
just branded. Like the rest of the time they're playing like Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's like I think at one point it was kind of like low key religious, if I'm remembering right. But like they've like pivoted into
I
more
remember
diversity.
the Hallmark store.
Yeah, the Hallmark store. I don't think maybe it was a drugstore. I only remember it as a greeting card and like accoutrement store.
Yeah, they sold like I felt like they shipped stuff.
Yeah, like then they would sell like ornaments and like little
Yeah.
gifts and gift wrap and stuff like that, like things for special occasions.
Yeah, and little knickknacks. And so
Yeah.
it started in 1991 is when they started doing
Interesting.
movies. So it's
Mm.
91, 2001, about 30 plus years, right?
Wow.
Shut up. The 90s were last year.
Oh, wait. Oh, I mean, so it's been like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
doing great. They've got hundreds of these now.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, again, when you're listening to this, it's too late. There might still, well, again, who knows how long they go out. I think they
Well,
at least go to New Year's.
Because that
but-
was the thing. I want to chat about this because we were gonna talk about a certain thing, and then that's why we decorated the studio, and
Yeah.
then that thing was not available.
Yes.
And so I went on a rabbit hole, and I just want to speak on that real quick, and then
Yeah.
we can switch over. I found out that now we are in it's not the golden age of streaming. We are
No,
out of that.
It's in the like latrine age.
We're
of streaming.
in the like
The
we
golden
are-
shower
we-
age of
yeah,
streaming.
We're in the golden shower age of streaming. it's about to not. It's like there's this combination. There's like the writer's strike and all of that just happened.
Mhm.
So like, there's gonna be a lot of crappy stuff put out where
Mhm.
there was like people who crossed the line or like looked for an opportunity, and
Right.
used
Or
a
like
pseudonym.
reality shows which were like not under the same contract. even though
yeah.
they should be, but
But here's the thing. I believe it's because of the things that they came to an agreement around. But because all these streaming platforms own the thing, then they can choose whether they want to have it available or not. And if it's available, they have to pay royalties to the people
Right.
that made it, which they should.
yes.
But us as the consumer is losing
Mhm.
because they're not going to put an out of season. They're not going to put the Hallmark movies.
right.
Like you're not going to be able to watch those.
Right.
Versus back when we had like DVDs, like I don't know,
Mhm.
when I was a kid, I had like this Alvin and the Chipmunks VHS
yeah.
Christmas thing when he
think
had
I've
a
seen
golden
that.
harmonica or something, and
Yeah.
I watched it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I watched the Santa Claus with Tim Allen all the time.
Well, I mean, it's Tim Allen. How can
I
you
loved the
not?
cookie as the CD player or something. I don't know. There was like there was a button you could push in the sleigh, and a cookie would would come out like a CD like when you hit
Yeah.
eject on a CD player, and the CD. That's a very outdated like,
Right.
thing
So
now.
for our younger listeners,
It'd be like and a like fresh hot cookie.
that sounds.
Why didn't we
dope.
put that in cars?
Yeah, it's not too late. You could probably like aftermarket
Yeah,
do that.
just like
An easy bake
Yeah.
oven,
Like
just
an
like
easy
right
bake.
where the CD
it cooks
player
it
should
with the heat of the engine.
I like it.
That's
It's
just
like, ooh.
efficient.
I like it.
But to what you're saying, yeah, there are lots of things that were streaming only that never got a physical media release that are just gone.
They're going to be gone. And
Right.
and if they don't want to pay them, the people that made it. And the thing that sucks is if it's something that wasn't super popular,
right.
it's just like, all right, on to the next.
It's like it never
Mhm.
happened.
It's like it never happened, and it highlights how we don't own anything anymore.
No, we really don't.
Where
And now
we-
they're putting ads back in. It's
we're
just they
renting-
reinvented cable.
They're just
worse.
It's just yeah. It's so much.
Yeah.
It's annoying because like our TV at home is a Fire TV, and when you turn it on, it now plays ads for football. Like it's
Yeah.
because it's Fire TV wanting us to watch football. But I wish I could be like, hey, can I turn the autoplay off?
right.
Because I'm taking a second.
Like
to
I'm never gonna watch football.
And I have to go 3 steps to get to the PlayStation, which is what I want to do anyways. Like I'm not
Right.
on there to watch football. Yeah.
It's gross and it's sad. Like I have a CD player in my car, and I bought my car in 2014. I have never played a CD in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, Paul just got rid of his car and got a new one, or the car that he got from me. And when I got that car, I had it for, I kid you not, an entire year before I even realized that it didn't have a CD player in it.
Oh yeah, because why would you even?
Because
Think
it had
about
CarPlay, so I immediately was using CarPlay. And then
Yeah.
one day I was at Helium, and I like bought someone's CD, their comedy album, and I went to play it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna have to play this in my PlayStation
Yeah.
because I don't have any other way of
No.
playing it."
I don't have a DVD player. Like I have the CD player in my car, but I don't have a DVD player. Like nothing.
Neither do
we
I.
have a PlayStation.
You
We have a
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
I have a Switch. Like there's
yeah,
no
there
DVD
you
in the
go.
It's bigger than the Switch, basically. Yeah, it really sucks. And like, you know, it's
call Nintendo. Hey, I'm trying to play a DVD.
Yeah, I've got
Where do
Alvin
I
and-
put it?
it's my Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas DVD.
Yeah,
I don't
where do
care that it's July. But I mean, I think we talked about this a little bit when the writer strike was going on, but it's like, that's not even a job I would want anymore.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, these streaming services, they'll just cut you off like immediately. Like, you know, they don't give a shit if your show has a good ending, which I guess studios didn't necessarily either. But like, there's just like no security, no residuals because they just don't even make it available. Like,
Yeah.
and you're giving up so much control of your work. Like, it's just, my hats are off to the people who do write for TV.
My
because it's hard.
guess is I think it's gonna. My prediction is that I think what's gonna happen is there's gonna be more things like YouTube
Mhm.
and independent creators
Yeah.
that do original stuff.
Right.
Because also all of these tools are available. Like I edit on similar. I
Mhm.
have access, and like there's this new software, DaVinci, that's like free.
Mhm.
It's literally free. Anyone can shoot 4K video on an
Yeah.
iPhone. I think what's going to happen is it's just the studio system is going to be gone, and it's going to be more in the hands of the creators. So it's
Mhm.
going to be like there's just going to be less money in general, but I think that that's the silver lining to this is that, you know, we're not going to get like the $200 million blockbuster Marvel movies anymore, but we're going to
Which is
get,
fine.
which I'm actually okay with. I've been really stoked on these really simple Hulu shows or
Yeah.
movies that have very simple concepts where they're like it's like, oh, they're trapped in a room and they have to get out. And that's like mostly, and it's like one actor
Mhm.
and maybe some voiceover. I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens when people's creativity.
Well, and I think that's already happening. You know, I think like on TikTok, there were people like they would have like a character video or whatever.
Mhm.
But now what people are doing is they're taking those character videos and the same character is going through like multiple. So like it's a story arc. It just happens to be like 60 to 90 seconds.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my sister and I, we send each other back and forth. There's this guy, I think he's called the Slappable Jerk. And like, he has like, one of his characters is a 30-year-old man dating an 18-year-old girl. And one is like a Reddit guy at work. And one is, you know what I mean? Like, and one is just a really shitty husband. Do you know what I mean? But then there's like a story through all of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But he's doing it. He's like the only one there, and there's like voiceover and stuff too. But like, so people are doing that. Like, you can't stamp out human creativity. That's not going anywhere. And so, and I think there is something really wonderful to be said about being like, fuck you to all these middlemen who just like suck up all this money. And for what? For what?
Yeah.
and take it away from like the people who are actually creating art. Like I think that's really
So
exciting.
I think that's what's going to happen is like instead of going and it's not going to be like getting a corporate job when you become a writer. It's going to be like you're working for all these small businesses or something. That's
No.
and I'm excited to see what happens. So
Yeah.
Paul, what are your thoughts? Nothing.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
So
All right.
I want to talk about hate.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Let's get into my hate. My hate is there's a tiny caveat to mine because where I am. I hate Christmas music. Not fan.
Mariah Carey just gasped
Yeah.
in all the money she makes every
She's
year.
like, oh, like in her she gasped in a whistle tone.
Just eight octaves of gasp.
Of that. Yeah.
Like all like modern Christmas music, all Christmas music, like
I'm just oh my god. Have you worked a retail job?
yeah, I have worked a retail job. And I also
That's
have
what
a
ruined it.
20-hour Spotify playlist of modern interpretations of Christmas songs.
Yay, Air 5.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
Yeah.
Oh, I worked in coffee shops and I just remember it was just like, oh God, it's November. Like, and it would
Yeah.
just be like,
I can't.
it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Tweeted AD.
And there was, I remember at the coffee shop that I worked at, it was like, we had to listen to this like certain, it was something with like the licensing that they had
Yeah.
like a certain weird
Middleman.
non-streaming service that had a contract with the company that I worked for. I'm pretty sure Starbucks has this too, where it's like a record company that decides what music is being played in Starbucks's, and it's a very weird.
Starbucks.
This was at
Yeah.
Caribou Coffee, and we had to play. And it would just like we didn't even get to choose what the music was. It
Right.
literally would be like you just turn on the music and it would play certain songs for certain seasons and whatever. But there was a couple of tracks, and I would be so mad because people would be like, "Can you?" Like customers would complain and be like, "Can you please skip this?" And I'm like, "I can't. All I can do is like go back there and turn it off or on." There was like barely any volume control on it. Like. I would sometimes go and just turn it off and just pretend and then wait till if somebody came through and be like, "Oh, Bjorn, the music's off." I'm like, "Oh shoot, I totally forgot." But really,
Oh no!
oh, it is. Ah, dang.
I knew I felt calm and centered.
I knew I was happy for a second. But I just that really like I was always like, this is fun. And then working those retail jobs, I just hated. There was a couple tracks that I just like where it was like bad out of tune singing. It was supposed to be like kids and like cute, but it just was horrible. And
yeah.
that was the beginning of my hate for Christmas music because it was like these children singing out of tune. It was supposed to be cute. I think it was like from a Peanut special or something like that.
Do you hate?
Christmas time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hate Christmas music, or do you hate the corporate retail that makes you listen to the same thing on a loop over and over?
That might be it. But it is kind of, yeah, that's it.
You should listen because you like jazz.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Oh yeah.
jazz Christmas albums.
Okay.
Mhm.
There's bossa nova Christmas
I'm-
albums.
You know what? As long as there aren't like little kids singing out of tune.
Yeah. No, I think that's a
Cher
reasonable.
just came out with a Christmas album.
Did she?
It is.
Yes.
I
Do
mean,
you-
I'll be
Yeah.
honest. If I was a musical artist in any genre, I
Yeah.
would have a Christmas album.
Absolutely.
I would Mariah
You
Carey.
should have a Christmas
money.
comedy album.
I've thought about it. I
Yeah.
talked about that. Like, how fun would it be to do a Christmas? A couple people have done it. It's like Jeff Dunham, and like the
So it
really
doesn't
hacky,
count. Yeah.
the really hacky comedians have done it. But I'd love to see like some. I did start like outlining like what would that look like? I guess it's like talk about Christmas stories. Like how would you do a Christmas comedy special?
Yeah.
I think that would be really
That would be
fun.
really fun. Well, look about for 2024.
Yeah.
Bjorn RG's Christmas
Yeah,
comedy
my
special.
Christmas comedy
Do you know what my
special.
favorite out of pocket Christmas song is?
What?
Have you guys ever heard Dominic the Christmas Donkey?
No. Sing it. Sing it. Sing
Dominic the donkey, and then it goes hee-haw, hee-haw. And then the first time I ever heard the song, I was in outside of Chicago. I was in an Italian grocery store, an empty one, at about 8 a.m, and all I heard was this terrifying echoing "ee-ah, ee-ah,"
You're like, what?
throughout the whole empty. It felt like post-apocalyptic. I was like, this is amazing. I don't know the plot. There's a Dominic. He's a Christmas donkey. I think he's like part of like the retinue going towards the manger or whatever, and he's like, but Dominic the donkey. Look it up.
Dominic the donkey.
Now,
Yeah.
amongst all of my hate
Yeah.
of Christmas music, I do have a part in my heart.
Yeah.
And do listen to the Sia Christmas album.
Which
I
one?
do love that. The Sia one.
Oh, the Sia one. I haven't heard that one.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah.
Front to back, great album. Every track
you
on
do
it
like Christmas
is so
music.
good because it's like, but it's all the songs are like she wants to have sex with a snowman. Then the next one's like she wants
Who
to have
doesn't?
sex with Santa, and then
Who doesn't?
and like it's like it's
She's all,
full of like
come on Santa
Yeah.
through my
Yeah.
chimney.
Squirt
Yeah.
on Santa.
yeah, like, it's
Squirting
all
on Santa this year.
Santa Claus is coming on my
me. It's like
Well, and I think part of the reason so many people have Christmas albums, like also because
it's a cash grab.
well, and also because like it's royalty free, like they're not under copyright most
Yeah,
of the time.
you can just sing those
You know,
songs.
Oh, you can just sing them.
You can just sing them,
Wow.
so it's like you don't have to pay for the
So
songwriting.
what was your favorite Christmas song, Bjorn?
Puppies Are Forever
Puppies Are Forever from Sia.
from Sia's Christmas album.
I was like, are there children on that?
No,
Because you're-
it
yeah.
starts off with some dogs barking, and it's just like puppies are forever.
Do you know?
Puppies
Do you remember
are
the barking dog Christmas album? Do you remember that? That was like a novelty thing. Yeah, I was like
Oh.
bark, bark,
They
bark,
just-
bark, bark,
Oh my
bark,
God.
bark, 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 bark.
I do. I feel like that was on that corporate. There was a track that was on there, and that might have been
You're like, I
the
don't know
one that the
anything
person
about
was
those.
like, "Can you skip this one?"
Yeah, my dog just died. It's like bark, bark, bark.
But they took it too far when they used the dog barking and covered a Two Life Crew album.
Yeah.
That was when
Oh my
they
God.
crossed a line.
You
Bark,
know-
bark, 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 bark.
You know what we need to do is we need to find all of the music that's like royalty free like that,
Yeah.
and then just release just do like the dog version, Bjorn's
Yeah.
version.
Yeah. All right. So we need to annoy Bucket and Janet,
Yeah.
and then I could probably annoy Gary. We could add
Oh,
some cat stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could just like record them barking and
Yeah.
howling, and then what you can do is you can
Figure
put
out
it
the
on
notes.
a keyboard. No, you
Yeah.
put one on a keyboard, and then it just like, and then you spread it out as notes, and it just pitches it up and down.
Yeah, I think that's probably
That's
how
what they do
made
for
that.
all those like those meme songs. That's
Mhm.
when they like remix people and like
So-
auto tune.
So it sounds like you kind of love some holiday songs.
just the Sia one, just the album.
Okay.
I just love
But
that she was
that's
just like,
fun.
So not even Mariah.
it's too much.
All
No.
I want
No.
for Christmas.
And
And that also that song is so she is ruthless in that song. She's like, I don't want good stuff. I just want you. Like I appreciate her.
She's all, just give me that love.
that love.
That love.
Yeah.
That big love.
That big,
like-
thick love.
Squirting on Santa.
Squirt on Santa slap.
Yeah. Also gross. Anyway, and I know you say you hate that, but at some point today we're gonna listen to Dominic the Donkey, and
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yes.
You might have changed your mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my God. Oh, that was so fun. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just I guess we could just that's it.
That's it.
For this episode.
For
We
this
love
episode.
Hallmark Christmas movies. We hate Christmas music.
Bjorn,
We hate
except for the
forced
Sia album.
corporate listening to Christmas songs with no way and no like consideration for the people who have to sit there for 8 hours and listen to it.
Or like where you did have jobs where you had to work
Mhm.
and listen to that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I said I used to like it, and then I feel like I had as a little kid I had like a Christmas tape that I would like a mini Mickey Christmas tape
Mm-hmm.
that I would dance to, and I had the little the little like player, and it had like the microphone
Yeah, yeah.
attached to it. I would like sing along with it. It was like a Mickey Christmas album, so I guess I like that one too.
Yeah, so Caribou Coffee just took that from me.
Yeah, it really ruined it. And other jobs that I've had where we had to listen to Christmas music,
Yeah.
it just really started.
Yeah,
to
it's like,
bother
why
me.
not make a 12-hour? Because you can easily make a very long playlist. Like, why make it like an hour long where you're like, again?
Where it's looping and you're like, oh my god, no. It does make people buy more.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It just like
Evil.
it's like there's like scents and sounds and all
Mm-hmm.
those things make you like buy stuff.
Imagine if we used marketing
And
for
I
good.
straight up do think of those like peppermint lattes when I hear Christmas music
Mhm.
because I was like drinking them all the time.
Yeah, you made that association.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Paul, you want to take us out? Do we have a sponsor or anything?
Yeah. So. Sure.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah. All right.
If you loved Hallmark before, you're gonna love it now because they just signed Mariah Carey to do all the music for all the Hallmark movies
Hell
this
yeah.
Christmas season. So,
Check that out.
Yeah, enjoy. And if you love this episode, be sure to check out this Friday's special edition Christmas Love It or Hate It
Yeah.
episode, where things get real randy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh. From the Christmas movie?
See you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.